Well, we're real disappointed that that we put ourselves in a position where we had to come flying back in this game. And as crazy as it seems, we went in at halftime. These guys were jacked up to go ahead and take on the challenge of coming back. And so we talked like we do about the things that we have to do to keep your mind right and your focus correct so that you can position yourself for an opportunity to come back. And they did it. They did it again. And I'm so proud of this team. I mean, this is this team. The fans that follow us and watch us, they know. And you've seen us. And I hope at home that as it started happening, you can imagine it happening again, because we surely did. And I hope that it conveyed to the people that follow us and the 12s and the great following that we have. This is, I think, is the start of this team. I think this is, it feels like 2012 all over again. And y'all can, I don't want to talk about that game. You can go back and figure it out. But this was so similar. And I mean, there was not a guy in that sidelines that we were connected to that thought we weren't going to win that football game, and all the way till we didn't. And that is what this thing has felt like the whole time, the whole year. And it's an amazing chemistry, and it's an amazing group, and the leadership, and Bobby and KJ and Russ and Dwayne Brown, who did an unbelievable thing today to play in this football game. I don't know how he did it. He got operated on 3 weeks ago. It's just the kind of stuff that these guys are made of. And so I'm really proud to be part of it, and I know that they're proud of each other and part as well. We're still terribly disappointed because we should still be playing. We're an inch a week ago. A couple weeks ago, and we're an inch on that one right there too. One way or the other, and that's how close it is sometimes. And so we have to make those inches become yards on our side and do better in a lot of ways. So I know it's pretty philosophical we're talking here, but if you got questions, I'll answer them. But I'm really I'm moved by these guys, and they lifted the whole spirit of how things were looking like they were going to go just because they just willed it. And so I thought Russell was phenomenal tonight. He did, he did everything he could have done, and I just thought his courage and his toughness showed up. His resolve to find ways was all over the field, running and passing. The throws that he made, the runs that he made, the escapes that he pulled off, and just always going to win is what he was doing, and it was awesome. It was awesome to watch him be a part of it. So I'm really proud of him and the rest of the guys that fought for this. What do you got?
Did you have any different look, or were you from the grand third down catch, or were you just hoping against hope there when you?
No, my guys just were telling me he's short. It looked short, and had they called him short, then it would have been short. It's the same thing last week. You called them a score, you let them score. They wouldn't overturn that one. I'm talking going back to the Niners game, I guess. That's how it goes.
Did you give any thought to going for it on 4th and 11?
Yeah, we were thinking about going for it in that sequence, but not at 4th and 11. We thought our odds were so low that we had all the clock, we had the time, we had all of the opportunities to stop them, to get the ball back, and so we didn't want to put it all in one play. If it was 4th and 4, 5, or 3 or somewhere in there, we were all through the whole discussion of it, but it winds up being a sack in 4th and 11, unfortunately. So.
Do you feel like there was lack of urgency getting the punt team out there and getting the punt away? Like you guys can use most of the play clock in that situation.
There was a little, I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. That's a good one to pick on. What do you got?
Feeling like you had it going there when Turner dropped it, and everything was
There's
going.
There's no question. We had it. I don't know about that play, but we had it going. It was going, and I'm sure everybody in that stadium could tell, and they could feel it, and they were, battling us back as much as they could. But it was happening. That's how it goes, and it was electrifying to be part of that.
Makes him so good in these situations.
It's everything about Russ. And I know you asked a question like that, but it's because the mentality that he has, he always he always knows he's going to win. He knows that. And so he can't think anything else, and he can't function in any other way. And that's not just like, sometimes when he has a good feeling or a good day. That ain't how it is. It's forever. It's been like this since the moment he walked in here. I didn't teach him nothing. I didn't coach him on any of that. I'd love to tell you I can take credit for. I can't take credit for any of that. It's just him. And it goes back to his mom and dad and the way they raised him and himself. He just hasn't. The only way he can think is that he's going to get it done. He's just going to make it happen, and he's proven it so many times. He did it again, So I see you back there. What do you want? Get out of here.
Aside from Russell, was there anything else about the offense that was so different in the second half from the first half and just the way it got going?
Philip Haynes jumped in, had to play. Think of what I know. You guys know. If you want, it depends on how you want to look at it. But think of all we've overcome, and think of how tough we were playing again. Think of all of the stuff that you can just go bump, 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 and all. But I don't even know them. I don't have the list in my head because I didn't thought that way. But there's so many reasons why it was tough to do what we were doing, and the guys just kept coming through. I'm telling you, Dwayne Brown, he got his knee operated on 3 weeks ago, and he played in this football game. He didn't take a step in practice that he could go full. He just willed it to happen on this day for this team, and he told them last night in the meeting, I'm playing. You can count on me. I'm gonna give you everything I got. And he was an inspiration throughout the whole thing. And I don't know how well he played. I don't care. Just the fact that he was out there was extraordinary. And these kinds of things that happen in the league now and then, happen in professional sports now and then, that just blow you away. And this was one of them.
Big third downs, first touchdown. I think every touchdown.
Yeah, they were really great on third down. We stunk. We couldn't get off the field on third down, unfortunately, and we didn't win on one-on-ones. Most of those were one-on-one wins, and we needed a little bit more pressure to complement. And he got to hold the ball just for a second, enough to make the great plays that he made. I thought Aaron played a terrific game, particularly in those situations. He had all the big plays tonight when he needed them, and Jimmy came through with a couple huge catches. He played great tonight. I know that means a lot to him because he loves our organization and all that. It was a great effort by Jimmy tonight, and of course Devontae was extraordinary tonight.
See Shaquem and Shaquille get to the quarterback at the same time.
Say it again.
Was it cool to see Shaquem and Shaquille
I didn't see that. I'm sorry. I didn't even notice. I was so fired up about the fact that we got off the field. I don't know. I didn't see it.
On Adams' last catch, that they're down one, do you know you had that matchup with him against Amadi? You're just hoping your pass rush gets home there?
Yeah, of course we knew it. Yeah, just hoping that he covered it, and it was a great throw and a great catch, and they got him one-on-one, and they were better than we were on that play.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.